urgency.
I think it's going to take me through. Wow,
everyone.
what an intro. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, it was.
Really excited to be
Yes.
here.
Yeah. Firstly, hey everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sway Coding Session. And in this episode, we have a very special guest. We have Brendon and Mattias from Charthouse Labs joining all the way from Forge Builders in Costa Rica. Hey
Hey
Brendon, hey
guys,
Mattias.
good to be here. Good to be here. Thanks for the intro. We're super excited to come on. We've been long time Sway users, little time Sway talkers.
Yeah, yeah. So how you have been?
Very good. I mean, Forge is in a really like special, beautiful spot. It's
Mhm.
pretty wonderful. Now, normally I'm pretty nomadic, living in rough conditions. So my team was awarded the Jungle Shack. We have a saying here at Forge: air conditioning is for closers. And so
Yeah.
we've just been anointed closers. So we're getting to upgrade our lodgings today. We're gonna move in with the Baco Safe team, the mentors
Oh,
here.
nice.
Yeah,
This is pretty
exciting.
exciting.
It really is.
Yeah,
It's a wonderful spot. Like we're really pleased to get the opportunity to hang out, code, and just be around other builders for this long.
that's super interesting, man. Like I think it's already week 1 week since you are there, like in the jungle and building really cool stuff. So how is the experience so far with the Forge and like how the week one has been?
Week one was really cool. A lot of like polishing from the product side about what we want exactly to build, and I think that honestly, like it's inspired us to take this perpetuals protocol a lot further than we had originally intended, actually, which I think is really cool. There's a there's a piece of us in it now, and I don't think that we were
Mhm.
really thinking about it that way before we started.
It's been really nice on my part to get time, like FaceTime with the fuel team, as well as some of the builders here. Some
Bro,
people who have been,
Jabril is a rock star. Like getting to
Yeah,
spend more time
with the compiler team. Jabril and
yeah,
Igor have been fantastic.
yeah, Igor's
Rashad
awesome.
too. FaceTime with Nick, like to discuss big ideas. That's been the truly unique part about this experience so far for me.
It's a really
yeah.
special collaborative atmosphere. We're all
Mhm.
focused, we're all thinking big, and yeah, it's just rare to get that.
Yeah, I could not agree more with you. Like Igor and Jibril are the like real I would say like OGs, and like they are really genius people, and like I sometimes uh really look up to them, like what they are building and like they're doing, and like it's really interesting to see how far they have led Sway and like how far we have come with Sway. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's like as builders, like even though fuel is like quite good for personal support, like getting on with people, to be able to like talk to something with something with Jabril about where
Yeah.
some decision in architecture came from, and then he just sends up a
Yes.
message to Green, and Green gives us an answer about why some compiler flag exists or whatever. That you don't get anywhere else.
Totally agree. Yeah, like those are like crazy geniuses.
Yeah. It helps a lot too. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on question number one, but it's super cool that with my team sometimes we're like, oh, we couldn't ask that question. It's like, maybe
Mm,
we're missing something that makes it really obvious. But then you get to meet the guys and see who's on the other side of the Telegram messages and say,
yeah,
oh, like this is I can ask him this, like that we're peers, we're colleagues, we're working on this together, and they want to support me and I want to support them. So it kind of
totally.
breaks down what might be an initial barrier to asking what you might think is a stupid question.
Yeah, totally. And the thing is like like when you ask them something doubt like on in a remote atmosphere, you don't get to see like okay like how the person reacts or like his reaction. But in a one-to-one residency like this, like it is like face to face. So like you know like how other people react, and like like it's very collaborative environment overall. And not only that, I mean, you also get to learn, like, how the other person comes to that conclusion and to that answer. So like there's also a learning curve in there. So like
Yeah.
that helps a lot. So yeah, and I'm curious to know, like, the you mentioned like you're building really interesting stuff. So like, would you like to share some light on like what you are building and like how that fits into like the wider fuel ecosystem?
Yeah. Okay. Double barrel question. Let me answer the first thing. So we took what was going to be perps on fuel and
Mm-hmm.
have decided that we want to track emerging market prices. So we're going to build perpetuals on emerging market stocks, specifically focused on LATAM and Southeast Asia. And
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't be more excited. It's just such a cool opportunity for me as someone who wanted desperately to invest in Argentina, or the Argentine economy. I was
Mm-hmm.
completely unable, and this is a really cool way to solve a problem that I genuinely experienced in my life for
Mm-hmm.
everyone. Now we're building, the Robin Hood of LATAM and Southeast Asia that brings the whole world into one place, and it's just a really,
Yeah,
really exciting opportunity for me.
yeah, that's true. And like I want to like ask Matthias on this, like how are you like finding like building this with Sway, and like how is the experience with Sway so far, and like how would you recommend, or like how much would you recommend this to other builder like who is just starting with Sway?
So yeah, so just for full explanation, we've been building with Sway for almost 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had quite a bit of experience. So with any new language, tooling is a little lighter than what you would have in something like the EVM ecosystem. So there's absolutely that downside. But the nice thing is, jumping right in, you can write smart contracts with a lot of the same paradigms that you use in Solidity. So you have the
Mm.
option to use contract state, um, like and write your contracts very similarly to how you would write them in Solidity. But you get one extra, like you can continue to uh,
Code more idiomatically.
yeah, code more idiomatically, expand on the tools that you use that Sway
Mm-hmm.
gives you access to. So the first really obvious like quality of life improvement for any developer is scripts. So you don't have to build complex conditional logic, like combining multiple actions into a single function in your main contract. So you can keep your core contract lighter, and you can use Fuel Scripts system that allows you to basically define, at transaction time
Mm-hmm.
contract functions, and you know stitch all of these things together. So first of all, for us, like from like a team that wants that builds things that go into audit, and get released, it's nice to be able to focus on core, the very very core part of our contracts,
Mm-hmm.
make sure that they are up to snuff, and then be able to make more complex functionality on top of that that can inherit some of the security that the core contracts have. So scripts are very, very nice. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
then, if we go one step further, you can start getting even more idiomatic and start using the predicate system.
yeah.
So,
Not for the faint of heart.
well, right now, predicates are definitely not super easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
But uh, they're that like predicates along with the native asset system let us do some things that are completely unique to Fuel.
Yeah.
Um, and so it's actually been quite a topic of conversation over the course of Forge. Like, how can we make the experience of building with predicates better? And I think that
Mm-hmm.
tooling is going to come. But on from the obvious things, it gives native account abstraction. It lets you build things like an order book. I'm sure
Yeah.
that will come up at some point, without having like completely polluted contract state. Have like one single bottleneck, with a giant state tree to access, and you can create quite complex systems without having these giant state systems.
I'm
Agreed.
interested in asking you about that. Do you find it difficult in general to persuade people over to Fuel?
Actually, I do sometimes. So, like for example, a lot of people ask me about like, okay, like why do you have a certain design choices and like why do you have certain things the way they are? So, for example, like a lot of people who are not very much into aware about fuel and like our tech stack. So, like firstly, people have this perception like that Sway is a difficult language, while it is not. Like, I want to like break this that it might seem difficult, but it is not. For example, like if you come up from a Solidity background, then you find like very similar concepts in Sway. And we have an amazing tooling, like for example, Charcoal, like which is a transpiler from Solidity to Sway, which that lets you like easily transpile your entire Solidity smart contracts. I would not say like those are perfect, but it actually helps you uh,
It's a good learning tool.
transpile. Yeah, good learning tool, I would say. And secondly, if you come from a Rust background, then Sway is inspired from Rust. I will not say like it is Rust based, but it is inspired from Rust. And yeah, like they have many similarity in form of syntax. So yeah, like there you are already like pretty much familiar with it. But coming to some other concepts, for example, the scripts and predicates you mentioned. So like firstly, it still fascinates me that how much power it unlocks for anyone like using predicate. For example, let's say you want to deploy a multisig, then you can deploy a multisig without using a single gas or like without using any gas. You only need to spend gas unless you are making a transaction. So like that still fascinates me that you can do a lot of things and like what power it unlocks for you. So that is the first thing. And like just to mention like scripts, like the batching of the transaction, like decreasing the state load, which is a major issue with our EVM and like L1s. So yeah, those are really big thing. And I think people are still grasping of what power it provides to them. And a lot of people are still not much aware about it. So yeah, that's really a big thing, and I think uh, yeah, a very I would say like big. I am not able to get that word, but it unlocks a lot of things, or like a big thing for people building an Ethereum space or like EVM space. So yeah.
Yeah, I would really like to see the concept of like when there are primitives in place, teams building applications that actually only use scripts. You could see like the obvious answer is something like a looping protocol. You don't need to you know
Write smart
actually
contracts.
deploy a smart contract, because
Mhm.
you can put some conditional logic in there, have many loops, and revert atomically if you don't get the outcome you're looking for. And you can have application that actually has no contracts that need to be deployed. It's simply a front
Yeah,
end application.
And composable
agree,
parts from the back or from the smart
agree.
contract.
Yeah. So like that's some pretty interesting stuff. So yeah. And yeah, so like my coming to I guess the final question for you guys. So how like what benefits do you think it offers over other smart contract languages? For example, like there are Solidity as well as other smart contract languages that exist in the space. So uh I would not say like exactly in depth, but what other benefits do you think that Sway offers on top of other languages?
Yeah, so I might want to take one step back from Sway and say, the Fuel VM
Mm-hmm.
instead, because there's the obvious answer that the TPS max of
Mm-hmm.
this system is going to be much higher than pretty much any other like any EVM based chain. You can
Mm-hmm.
do some optimizations, but I don't think you can get close. And for things that are high TPS actions or high PS
Mm-hmm.
applications, fuel is a very obvious use case. That also means likely lower
Mm-hmm.
lower transaction fees. So you don't
Yeah,
even need to look at Sway as a language to see that building applications on Fuel have advantages other than just the developer experience.
agreed. Yeah, and also like the tooling that it provides. I think like that's some really it makes the life of a developer quite easier when someone has to build on Swing. So yeah,
Yeah, so I'd go one step
totally
further.
agree.
The support from the fuel team, and we talked about this at the beginning of this
Quite strong.
call, but that's
Yeah.
something we haven't experienced in other ecosystems. So being able to get FaceTime, and like with people actually building, you know,
Hmm.
our upstream provider being fuel, is extremely rare, and that can sometimes go a lot further than tooling. Um,
Absolutely.
in certain when you run into certain.
Agreed. Agreed. Like that, just like it's hard to get like the one-to-one connection that you build and the warmth you feel like when you have such support from the team. So like that really motivates and like brings motivation for anyone building. So yeah, totally agree with you on that. And yeah, like I think you still have I guess 1.5 more weeks to go. So, like, what you are looking forward to in your remaining journey of your forge, and like, yeah, like
Oh,
some last thoughts that you would like to provide.
good question. What are we? I mean, I'm really pumped to get some VCs in here and blow them away with what we've done. Um,
Hmm.
but
I'm really excited to see where the other teams bring their projects. Like seriously, in the last week, it's been
things have really cleaned up.
night and day difference between the let's say initial like concept pitches,
Hmm.
um, and the set of pitches that we did yesterday with some product demos.
Hmm.
It's pretty amazing to see, and yeah, I'm excited to see what
The
another 2 weeks does.
the first day of seeing everyone like pitch their projects with no rehearsal, not barely ideas formed, looking
Yeah.
around the room like, okay, we might be in some trouble here. And then having
Yeah.
everyone just blow us away in the following days was a really great experience. So I think that we're going to see more of that in the next couple of days and weeks. Um,
Yeah, it'll be fun to we've gotten to know these people already
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
well last week. It'll
yeah,
be fun
yeah.
to hang out with them.
I'm definitely looking for some more kabaddi.
Uh,
I'm looking for some more kabaddi with the boys and a little bit more coconut rugby as we can get
Oh
out
yeah.
and micro ping pong. Yeah, yeah, new game that we've
Oh
invented.
yeah. I didn't know about that.
You didn't know about kabaddi, or you didn't know about micro? Because
Oh,
micro is
micro.
kind of the breakaway story of Forge. I think that if there's one product that I'm guaranteed will be
Hmm.
successful, it's micro ping pong.
oh, I'm sure the Baco guys are going to bring it back to Brazil.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going to be big in Brazil.
Yeah.
Oh damn. I'm like quite excited now to try.
Yeah, we might do a, little poly market event on some micro later this Forge.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been an awesome experience. It's been really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds pretty exciting. And like I'm glad to see like you guys are having fun. Like the coconut rugby. Like that's like I did not see the video, but like I saw the pictures man that seemed really fun.
Yeah, yeah. We had a good time with it. We had a good time with it. Nick was pretty fast on his feet. Oh, it
What?
was a really good time. Yeah. How about you? What are
Uh,
you really excited to see out of the last couple weeks of Forge? Is there anything like breakaway that you're really excited to potentially see come alive?
yeah, actually I am. So firstly firstly, like obviously, like the all the ecosystem projects that are gonna be coming out, and I knew the like how projects went into like what the statuses were, the ideation process like that went into when it was kicked off, and I'm excited to see like how it graduates. You know, like when you get out of the university, it is kind of like whole different person. So I'm excited to see like what transition that projects have and how it has transitioned from the ideation phase to the actual execution and when and what it has like what numbers it has been graduated with. So I'm quite excited with it.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of cool to see what everyone does afterwards.
Yeah, and
I'm
also
pumped.
like yeah, I was just saying that I also like the memories that and the friendships, like the relations that you build over there, that is, I guess, irreplaceable. So I am quite excited, and I think those are like really great bonds.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Like I think that everyone here is pretty excited to be here, and it's only getting better. You know, every day we're a little bit more pumped. I
Awesome. Like,
imagine right
yeah,
before the VCs come, there'll be some stress, but otherwise, you know, it's nothing but up. I was gonna say
yeah,
uphill, but I think it's like the experience is down,
Up only.
up only. It's up only.
yeah,
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 very good
totally.
thought.
Yes. Awesome. So I guess that brings us to the end of the session. It was wonderful to have both of you all the way from Costa Rica. And it was really nice talking to you. Hoping to see you again for another session with us. So,
Absolutely,
yeah,
anytime. And thanks so much for jumping on so late in your time zone. We really appreciate you making the room for us here.
no worries. My pleasure is all mine.
All
Cool.
right, man. See you later,
Yeah.
Nazi.
See you.
Sure.
Bye bye.
Bye.